Hey, this is Coach Micheal Burt, the Super Coach, and excited to be back. I don't think you have to find your purpose to do something big in the world. I think your purpose actually finds you. When you're pursuing a curiosity, when you're interested in something, when you're moving toward your talent and potential. And I believe this helps to activate and reactivate your drive. You see, the purpose should serve your life, not run your life. The purpose of the business is to allow you to distribute your talents to the world, and the world rewards you in the form of love and recognition and appreciation and affirmation, and yes, even money, which is a byproduct of value. So in today's episode, I'm going to kind of break down a presentation that I'm going to be giving, actually giving it this week in St. Louis. I'm going to be giving it in a few weeks out in San Diego, California. And it's basically me taking a subset of this book, chapter 3, called Screw Your Why, How to Let Your Purpose Find You. Now, if you're out there and you're like, I've been taught I got to find my why. And I'm a big fan of Simon Sinek. I think he's incredibly smart. I think he's a genius. I think he packages his ideas. I think he's a deep thinker. I'm saying based on 30 years of coaching, 30 years of me being involved with trying to coach people to higher levels of performance, that I actually believe you don't sit in a room and find your purpose and then go take action. I actually think there's a series of things you can do to pursue. Prey drive is instinct to pursue. I have a curiosity. I have an idea. I have a dream. There's a partnership. There's a deal. Right? There's something for me to move toward. And in the process of moving towards something, I have a big revelation, which is a sudden dramatic moment. The revelation brings me a conviction. I begin working in that area or working the muscle. I begin to build a demonstrated capacity. And with that demonstrated capacity, I build more confidence. Because I build more confidence, I take more action. So when people tell me I got to find my purpose, I really start breaking down what is purpose. Here are my definitions of purpose. The usage of a unique talent in the world to solve a problem for another person. The usage of a unique talent out in the world to solve a problem for another person, listen to this part, folks, that you enjoy. Just because you can solve a problem in the world does not mean that is the problem you are supposed to be solving. See, I call that a success trap. You're talented at something, you're good at something, you can do something, but you don't get any enjoyment from it. So it's not part of your purpose, in my opinion. I think purpose is fulfillment. Purpose is excitement. Purpose is anticipation. Purpose is enjoyment. Purpose is usage of a talent to solve a problem for another person in which you enjoy. Here's another definition of purpose: the exchange of your talent and fulfillment to help other people. You see, it's people's response to your help, to your talent, to your contribution, to solving their problem, to adding value to their life. Okay, that gives you purpose. The feedback you get gives you purpose. Okay? It's also this, what's called the fundamental relationship between your talent and skill and a big problem in the world. Part of flipping the switch is pursuing purpose, pursuing talent, pursuing potential, pursuing relationship. Okay? And if you know me, you know that I'm constantly talking to people about going from A to B. A is your current position, B is your desired outcome. Part of moving from A to B should be I wake up every day and I spend 80 to 90% of my day doing what I love doing around my talent. The business serves my life versus runs my life. The business gives me joy. You know, I got to ask this question today in a coaching session. What is the difference between being in a job and finding your purpose? And I said there's really 3 types of work. There's occupations, that which occupies your time, in which you receive a paycheck for. You may be there physically, but you're not there mentally, you're not there emotionally, maybe you're not there spiritually. Then there's vocation, which is from the Latin term voice or calling in life. And then there's avocation, things that you love doing but you don't get paid for it. It's a hobby. It's a joy. You get joy. You get fulfillment. You get something. So are you in occupation? Are you in a vocation? And my argument was, I actually would like to design your life around your unique talents so that you can distribute your talents to the world through your vocation, voice, or calling in life. You're at A, and you are moving toward B. Now, if this works right, you take your purpose and you convert it to profit. Profit, two types. Dave Blanchard talks about internal profit, something that fulfills your internal bank account. You go home and go, man, this was good. Two, external profit fills your real bank account with currency. My definition of profit, excess cash at the end of every month that you can then reinvest in something in the future so that you can build intentional congruence. So the objective is to use your purpose, find your talent, find your purpose, use your purpose to solve problems, get feedback in the form of love, appreciation, affirmation, money, and then do it again and do it again. And ultimately you figure out to go where you feel celebrated, not where you feel tolerated, to go where you enjoy working with other people. Okay? Now, how do you do this? Here's a formula that I want to give you today. Number one, I think you got to find your unique skill and ability. And I think there's key questions you can ask to find that. Number two, I think you got to locate a big problem that you want to solve with your skills and talents. Number three, I think you got to package that ability into something other people can consume. Other people can absorb. Packaging is anything that consumer feel, touches, tastes, smells. Then once it's packaged, you got to market it like crazy. You got to distribute it like crazy. You got to push it out to the marketplace like crazy. And then ultimately, you monetize it. So a lot of this chapter of this book, Flip the Switch, is finding your skill, talent, locating a problem you want to solve, packaging an ability into something others can absorb, marketing and distributing this, ultimately making money with it. Now, if you can do all of that and turn your purpose into profit, where there's an exchange, right? There's an exchange here, okay? Exchange of your talent for someone else's problem, where the feedback is positive, which gives you a sense of purpose. So this is where I'm going with this. I don't think you sit and find this. I think you have discoveries. I think you have big revelations. I think you figure out this gives me purpose and meaning and satisfaction. It can fill my internal bank account, Dave Blanchard term, and my external bank account, my cash accounts, right? But none of this happens until you first locate your real talent and what Sullivan calls the fundamental relationship between your talent and a problem, because that is where monetization takes place. So in this chapter of the book, Screw Your Why, Let Your Purpose Find You, I'm basically putting you through a discovery, a finding, locating, packaging, marketing, monetizing, helping you go from A to B, but it starts with a very clear B. And this is an ideal scenario you're trying to drive. A is your current position. B is where you're trying to move to, folks. And if you can do that, guess what? Every day, the prey drive is going to be reactivated. When you're doing what you love doing and you're getting rewarded for it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, it reactivates that prey drive every day. There's nothing more exhausting than waking up and doing something that you hate doing every single day, that doesn't tap into the deepest part of your nature, and you don't even feel like it's purposeful at all. This is where we're going with Flip the Switch, guys. Activating that prey drive. Today's topic, Screw Your Why, okay? You don't have to find your purpose to do something big. I think your purpose finds you when you're taking an action towards something that both fascinates you and motivates you. Can't wait for this book to come out. In the interim, I'm going to be interviewing people. I'm going to be doing podcasts on Flip the Switch. I'm going to be taking some of my books and getting them up on Audible and feeding you content in different ways so we can break this content down. My name's Coach Micheal Burt. I believe everybody needs a coach in life. If you want to learn how to flip this switch, guys, I strongly suggest you get in a room with us. You come to the lodge where we're doing boot camps. We're recording this today. I'm doing boot camps almost every month here on my biggest subjects. Are you really to activate that prey drive? You need to come to the Monster Nation Conference, where you're around guys like Brad Lee, Rob Luna, Cody Askins, Chuck McDowell, Torrey Cruz, Brandon Clay. I'm going to be adding more speakers and more speakers and more speakers, and I'm going to make it such an incredible conference, man. It's going to activate and reactivate that drive through exposure and environment, right? It's going to flip the switch for you guys. So go to CoachBurt.com right now, click on events, get in the room with me. Let's break it down, and let's help you activate and reactivate the prey drive. The book is Flip the Switch, Activate Your Drive to Achieve a Freakish Level of Success, coming out January of 2023. I can't wait for this book to get out because I think it's going to really change lives and activate that drive in millions of people around the country.
Before I get started, there is one very important question I have to ask you.
Coach Micheal Burt, Monster Producer Academy CEO. He's a personal friend of mine.
What good is it to have knowledge with no desire? What good is it to have desire with no skill? What good is it to have knowledge and skill with no confidence?
A big part of activating your prey drive is finding and refining your talent. This is something that helps you get to the next place.
People are made up of 4 parts: a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit.
You need to know you, and then you need to have an awareness, and sometimes you don't even know what you need.
So all 4 parts of our nature have to be clicking. Your hard skill solves my problem. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve it.
Everything is valuable to your future. What I'm really paying you for is your past.
A monster producer combines multiple skills to dominate a market.
When you get to wake up every day and do what you love doing, man, it is hard not to be motivated.
They think at a higher ordinance than everybody else. They want to create new things.
I have a conviction about me, and that's the conviction that you feel when I talk, when I speak. It comes across as passion.
You got to learn how to connect to another person at such a deep level that it moves them. You have goals, you have targets, but you don't have a sense of urgency.
They're going to exchange money, energy, they're going to raise capital, they're going to start new businesses, there's going to be joint ventures.
I think your purpose finds you. It is activated. The word activate means to initiate.
Discipline, which is a derivative of the word disciple, which means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in. Do you believe in your future, yes or no?
When we know better, we do better. Finding the problem that you are uniquely qualified to solve, and you don't know what problem you really solve for whom, then there is no big financial exchange right there. You should leave here thinking bigger today than when you came.
And I want to shake your hand and look you in the eyeball when you make this decision. Thank you. We'll see you in the back. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.